In the last episode, we ended up adding in some more context by introducing some paths and some roads to our site plan. And in this lesson, I forgot what we're doing. Let's now look at how we can improve the ground texture to have more detail and be more photorealistic. If you'd like to watch all the other 40 plus lessons available, as well as gain access to all the course files and 50 bonus textures and PNG trees you can use for your own site plans, check out the full Photoshop site course on my website. The link is down in the description below. We've got the paths in, we've got the context in, we've got the contour lines in, and we've got some grass texture. But I think we can make this grass texture look a little bit more realistic, make it look a little bit better. And so that's where the ground and the dirt comes in as well. As you can see, that dirt just makes it look a little bit more realistic. Let's get to that soon. As you can see, there's a river that runs through here. And so what you can do is use the same tool as before, use the pen tool, and it would just be blue. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that layer over. I think that's the creek. Just going to copy that one. You can create that for yourself, and I think that runs around about there. If I wanted to be sure, I can bring up that opacity of the Google Earth image, but that will look good. Now we've got some black contours. If we zoom in a little bit, you can see that there's a black contour that also follows it. I'm honestly not too sure why I've added this in. I might have forgotten it was there, but it can kind of give it, the contours, a bit of depth. So if we wanted to copy this effect though, all we would have to do, I'm just going to drop this creek into the paths. All we would have to do is go to the original contour layer, which we've got under templates here. That's that contour layer here. And what we could do is just create a drop shadow on it. And we could just add this shadow in, and that would make it look a little bit better rather than using that black kind of contour instead. I think that looks quite good. Gives the contours a bit of depth so you can recognize them a little bit easier. Let's have a look. What else do we have here? What else can we do to make this look better? As you can see, we've added in some little dirt spots around the place. You can see that I'm turning this layer on and off, and you can see the changes it makes. And if we were to turn this off and on, you can see that this just a little bit more detail around the place. So let's go ahead and add in some dirt. So let's go ahead and drop the dirt in. Let's make this a bit smaller so it's a little bit more realistic to the right scale. I'm just going to copy this one over, and I just want it to copy to the entire image. I'm just going to flip it horizontally so it's a little bit more seamless. Let's bring this over. Let's just start copying these. I'm going to flip that vertically now that I've brought it down. Makes it a little bit more seamless. Can actually make it look a little bit funny there, but that's going to be okay. And what I'm going to do is make sure it covers the entire image. I'm going to group them, call it dirt. Now I just realized I've done this on the wrong file, so I'm going to copy this dirt layer and put it onto the correct file. There we go. I'm going to move over this entire group, make sure it covers the entire project. Now what we can do is create a layer mask on this group. In the next lesson, we'll continue to progress through improving our ground texture, and this will be done by introducing you to layer masks. What layer masks will do is improve your workflow by not being destructive. It's a non-destructive workflow using layer masks, and I'll see you in the next lesson.